Hey, beautiful friend.
Hello.
Make sure I'm getting everybody in okay. No one needs to see my picture. I'm so sweaty from the gym. No one needs to be seeing that. Okay, make sure everyone's in. It is being recorded, just so if everyone asks, I will post it everywhere that you found out about it. Wherever you saw it, go to that resource. We usually, Zoom will send me the recording super quick. I go ahead and send that. I know some of you hate rewatching with Zoom and the password and all that. She will put it on YouTube. I usually just have to get my office girl over the weekend because that's when she does my stuff, is the weekend. So she'll usually put it on my YouTube and you can just hit my, I will post that everywhere once I have it too, but then you can hit the playlist if you've done that before and it'll be on there. Everyone having a terrific Thursday?
Yes.
I know, it's so awesome. Wonderful December. We're going to blow this month out of the water. Double December. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start. We have the audacious and courageous and contagious Amanda Wright. I love her to death. She's as beautiful inside as she is outside. We met on our top trip together, and I don't know, we became kindred souls, I think, at that point. I just told her and her family, we didn't realize how much we all had in common. And I'm telling you, she works authentically and genuinely with this business and does it the right way. And she is building powerhouse things. And you're so strategic and just genius at your ideas and how you navigate them through the whole process. And so I begged her, I was like, please, we want to hear from you. You're amazing. And Amanda, I just hope you know how much I love you, adore you, and appreciate you, my friend. And I'm going to let you take over and share with these wonderful women.
Yes. Okay. Well, ditto, first of all. When Jen asked me to do the call, I was like, absolutely. And then I texted with her last night or the night before and said, what do we need to talk about? Like, what hasn't been shared recently? And she said, what about December strategy? Like why our businesses don't have to shut down this week. And I'm like, oh, this is perfect for me. So I'm excited to share with you over the next 15, 20 minutes about that, because you guys, I have learned so many valuable lessons, specifically in the month of December. I've been in this business for coming up on 18 years. I started as a 19-year-old college student. And it seems that every single December, this will be my, 19th December in business. 19th or 18th. I don't know how to do the math on that, but every December I find myself going into the month. I'm just going to be completely honest, as a top director, even going into the month of December thinking like, okay, it's a holiday month. I've got to work right now, early in the month, so that when things do shut down for the holidays and Christmas, then I've already got my work done for the month. But every single December, I am shocked, even though I've experienced this over and over, I'm shocked at how easy it is to work this business in the month of December. So I'm going to share some ideas with you guys today. When I sat down to make my notes for this last night, it was just like flowing out of me. And I'm like, okay, I have to put a cap on this somewhere. And so I'm going to share with you some of my own personal experiences of working this business in Decembers throughout the years, and then some ideas that I've got for you just to make some cash like now. The good news is that we are still, and if you see me looking at my notes here, I apologize, but we are still 15 days from Christmas, 15 days from Christmas. And if you really, really think about it, Christmas is one day, but in most households, I would say that there's probably a good 3 to 4 day span where people are very devoted to Christmas, right? Now, if you have to travel to see other pieces of family all over the country or whatever, then maybe yours stretches out a little bit longer. But for the most part, 3 to 4 days, and people are kind of done with their Christmas celebrations, right? But regardless of how long Christmas takes for you and your family to celebrate, or your customers to celebrate, we're still 15 days away, 15 days away. And we love to give ourselves a long list of reasons why someone is going to tell us no long before we ever even reach out to them, right? Like, it's just this really psychotic game we like to play with ourselves. Like, here are all the reasons that when I reach out to Susie, she's going to tell me no. before I ever even dial the phone or type up the text message, right? And what I want you to get from today's call is that right now we are in the biggest selling season of the year for every industry, for every single industry, not just cosmetics and skincare, the toy industry, the clothing industry, the accessories industry, the candle industry, the grocery industry, like every single market is in its current biggest selling season of the year. So whatever you do not slow your business down in the next 15 days, you guys, because everybody is ramping up. Businesses, retailers around, especially the United States, it's like literally they condition, they train for this next 15 days all year long. Like they've got a strategic plan in place to maximize visibility for their business, to maximize visibility for their sales and their specials and the offers to get people into their store. We, as independent retailers, should be doing the same, right? And so don't allow yourself to list all the reasons that somebody's going to tell you no. Instead, open your mouth and give them an offer and allow them to answer you. Oh, sorry, I hate when my text messages come through on my computer. Anyway, I challenge you this week, you guys, if you're feeling iffy about, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get anybody to book right now, I challenge you to pick out 5 self-care businesses in your town. Could be a nail salon, could be a massage place, spa, could be a hair salon. I challenge you to pick out 5 personal care businesses in your town and pick up the phone and try to get an appointment with them. You won't be able to. And here's why. They are double booked this time of year. And you want to know why? Like, think to yourself, like, you probably are trying to squeeze a hair appointment in before the holidays, right? You're trying to get your Christmas nails on before the holidays. You have family photos coming up next week for your, Christmas post, or you're going to get together for the first time in 2.5 years with family members that you haven't seen forever. And you want to look your best because you know you're going to take family photos. I dare you to try to get an appointment with your hairstylist that wasn't already on the books, with your nail salon, with a massage therapist. You won't be able to get in the next 2 weeks. They double book themselves. I was just I go to church with my hairstylist, and I said, she was at church the other day, and she's the most fashionable girl there is. And she was wearing tennis shoes at church. She still looked fabulous. But I'm like,
Amanda, I think you froze. Let me try to text her. See if I can try to get her. She'll probably try to get back in. Hold on, girls. Because she went completely off even.
It's weird, like even had some weird gurgling noises.
She said she's trying to get back in.
Okay.
There's no worries. It happens. That devil just didn't want us to hear for a minute what she had to say.
Right? I don't know about you guys, but I'm having plenty of business this week.
I know.
Just want to keep it going. I'm on my way to do a makeover right now. Isn't that fun?
Oh, I love that.
I know. She just wanted to see cheek color, and I was like, "How about a little holiday pampering?" And bring my gifts over.
Yeah.
So you just gotta ask, like she was saying.
Oh, there she is. Got her. There
Are we
she
back in?
is.
I am so sorry, you guys.
You're
So
okay,
anyway,
girl.
back to what I was saying, this small little tiny thinking negative voice in our head tells us people are too busy right now to book a Mary Kay appointment. And it's just not true. And we're going to choose to not believe that, right? You guys, probably about 16 years ago, I was driving my first free Mary Kay car. I was like 20 years old. And I had an appointment booked for 2 days before Christmas. It was a hostess. That's the only way we did things back then, was a hostess inside their house. And I had pre-profiled, I had worked this appointment. I knew it was going to hold. And I had actually worked extra hard to confirm this appointment and pre-profile and offer the hostess incentives and, make sure that the guests were coming, because I knew 2 days before Christmas, like the cancellation rate might be a little bit higher than normal, right? And lo and behold, I live in the Midwest that week. In fact, the day before her party, there was like a blizzard that hit town, and it went on for several hours, but then it was done. And she lived out on a rural route in a country little town that was nearby to me. And I just knew she was going to cancel. I just knew. And I kept reaching out with her. This was before text messaging. So don't know why I'm doing the texting hands, but I was calling her. She's like, no, we're still on. Everybody's coming. And I'm like, okay. I packed my little car, my little Pontiac Mary Kay vibe, and I drove to her house. And you guys, she had 9 women around that kitchen table. And I sold like $1,300 that night and gave them all their product and got bookings from that booking. And I drove home from that party thinking it doesn't matter that it's 2 days before Christmas. I can still have a successful business that operates in parties and facials and virtual appointments up to the day of Christmas, right? And so that was the first experience that I had right before Christmas, that I realized no, don't slow down, keep it going, keep the pedal to the metal, make as much money as you can, bless as many women as you can with your opportunity to pamper themselves in one of the most hectic times of year, and you will always reap the benefits. So I'm going to tell you right now what I personally would do if I was looking at my date book for the next 15 days and had nothing on there, okay? If it was me and there was nothing on my calendar for the next 15 days, here is how I would fill that calendar up. Okay, are you guys ready? I had 0 appointments. So I got 2 pages of ideas for you guys. Number 1, I always feel best when I have something to offer someone. I feel boldest and most confident when I have something to offer someone. So if I'm going to reach out to somebody and ask to book an appointment with them, I want to have something to offer them in return, right? And I'm going to lead with that offer. And so being that it is 15 days before Christmas, instantly, if I had 0 on my books and I was ready to pack those next 15 days, I would increase my hostess incentive. Heck, I would probably double my hostess incentive. If I had nothing on the calendar between now and Christmas, I would double my hostess incentive. Okay. And I am going to reach out. I'm going to think back. I'm going to look back in my customer base, and I'm going to think about anybody in my customer base who hasn't restocked recently. Who in my customer base has not refilled their miracle set or their eye makeup remover or their mascara or their satin lips? Who in my customer base typically refills with me once every 3 to 6 months, and I haven't heard from her in probably about 5 months? The reason I'm thinking about those people, and I'm going to brainstorm a list, is that I know they're probably thinking about me anyway. They probably use their products in the morning and then again in the evening and think, I've got to reach out to Amanda. I need to get my new foundation. I've got to get some more eye makeup remover. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting to text her. I'm probably already in their head a little bit, right? Every time they use their very dwindling supply of product. So I'm going to reach out to them and I'm going to say something like, hey, Sarah, I was thinking about you yesterday and how it's probably about time for you to refill some things. Anyway, I have a really crazy good special going on in the next 10 days. How would you like to refill your products for free? Right? So instantly she's going to be like, oh my gosh, I've been needing to text you and I keep forgetting. Yes, there are like 6 products that I need. Let me give you a list. And then I'm going to say, well, the reason I'm offering you for free is here's what my special is. You pick a time that I can come and give you a refresher facial. We could even do a before bedtime facial. And you guys, everything that I'm talking about can be done virtually or in person. You pick a time, I'll come over or I'll FaceTime you. I'll drop your samples in the mailbox and I'll give you a refresher facial. And then choose 6 sister-in-laws, coworkers, girlfriends that you'd like to share that appointment with, and I'll call and invite them as well. Now, if they choose to do it a virtual appointment, then you're just going to put the samples together and go deliver those to those women, right? And then you're going to get here's what my hostess incentive is. 6 women there, you get this much for free or whatever you're doing for your hostess incentive. But those are the women that I'm going to reach out to first. You guys, I use that strategy quite a bit throughout the year. If I haven't heard from somebody in a while and I know that they're going to refill soon, I will reach out to them before they have a chance to reach out to me. And I will say, hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. I was thinking about you yesterday and I realized that you hadn't refilled in a while. So I wanted to see, I've got this crazy good deal going on for the next 15 days. Would you like to refill your products for free or half price or, whatever you want to offer them? It is a genius way to get a party booked. They need the product anyway. They've been meaning to call you. And here you are stepping up and offering them unbelievable, read their mind customer service. And they're like, yeah, I do need a bunch of stuff. Okay, how do I get it for free? And then you're going to incentivize hosting a party for you. You guys, all year long, I do the dirty work of the party. Like I'm sending out the invitations. I'm bringing the snacks. I put together the goodie bags. Like I make it seamless for my hostesses. This time of year, I'm going to do that tenfold because they don't need one more thing to plan right now, right? And this is my business and this is how I get paid. And so I'm basically going to become a little skincare party planner for them, right? Okay, so that's thing number 1 that I would do. Okay, the next thing that I would do, let me get a drink. The next thing that I would do is I would schedule 3 times at my home, or if you are working out of a Mary Kay studio or whatever, I would schedule 3 times that I could host a girlfriend's get together. Okay. It could be like a little happy hour. It could be a PJ party. It could be bedtime facials, whatever you want to do. And I would schedule 3 times and I would work as the hostess of those parties. Okay. That allows you to invite different groups of friends that maybe don't know each other. Okay. You can even turn these into secret hostess parties. Okay. And what a secret hostess party is one of the guests in attendance. You could do it by drawing. You could do it by however you want, is going to get all the hostess benefits for hosting the party, even though you yourself were the hostess, right? But everybody there has a chance to win the hostess incentive. So whatever your hostess incentive may be, maybe you do the 75 for 35, maybe you do, 100 for free to book with me or to party with me. It's build your bag, whatever you want to do. One lucky person there is going to get the hostess incentive for the party. Okay. And so this is a great way for you to gather women who don't know each other with the chance that they might take home the hostess incentive, and you get products on faces. You get a new list of referrals. You get bookings from that booking, right? You get the opportunity to share the business plan again, the marketing plan again. And you've got these 3 dates on your date book that you're going to fill with at least 6 women each. Okay. So then that's the same, you guys, as doing like 3 to 6 parties in those time periods that you totally hosted, but you're giving your customers the opportunity to earn that hostess incentive, right? And these can be women that you haven't gotten in front of for a long time. Maybe it's women that you've never reached out to and asked. Maybe it's somebody that you've asked before and she hasn't had the time. But regardless, whenever that one person at that party gets the hostess incentive and you're like, oh my gosh, she's going home with $100 worth of free product today, everybody else at that party is going to be more inclined to book their own follow-up party with you because that person just got to shop for free, right? And let me tell you guys what I've been doing to book my hostesses at the party, okay? So when I'm getting bookings from my bookings, part of my hostess incentive is that they have to get 2 bookings on my date book from their party. So 2 of their guests have to book on that at the party a date in the future. Okay. And whoever says, yep, I'll be one of her 2 bookings, I pull out my 12 days of faves. You guys, does anybody have any extras of those on hand? I pull out my 12 days of faves, and for putting their name on my date book that night, not only do they earn their friend, the hostess credit, but they also get to choose a gift 1 through 12 out of that 12 days of faves as their booking gift that night. Does that make sense? So I'm like, okay, which box do you want? And they're like, okay, I'll do number 3. And they pull out number 3 and they're like, oh my gosh, I wasn't going to buy this tonight because I wanted to wait till I was getting hostess credit. And now I got a mini microderm set or whatever. Right. And as I empty out those boxes, because people have chosen them, I fill them up with extras that I have on hand, a lip balm, maybe a limited edition eye color that I didn't move through yet. It has been amazing. And you guys, here's the other thing. I have that 12 days of faves sitting there with me while I'm checking them out. So, and you could do that virtually too. You could hold it up and say, each one of these has a special surprise gift in it. And you get to choose your number. And it encourages me and reminds me and pushes me, maybe even as top directors that have been driving pink Cadillacs for years, get intimidated sometimes. And we're like, I don't want to ask for the booking. She just bought every product I put on her face. She doesn't need any more. Like all that dumb stuff goes through our heads too. But that's sitting right there. And I'm like, oh, we need one more booking and is going to get her full hostess credit tonight. Would you want to be one of my bookings? And you could get one of these gifts, right? I always do best if I have something to offer in exchange for what I'm asking for. Okay. So you choose 3 times. It could be on a Saturday. We're going to do a 9:30, a 1 o'clock, and a 4:30. And you book those, you put the butts in the seats, you invite the women, you get as many people there as possible, whether it be at your home, kick your family out for a little bit, whether it be virtual and you're going to send those beauty bags out, whether you've got a studio and you can do that. You guys, my favorite go-to when I am serving snacks, like I said, I bring all of that for my hostesses, but you guys, I am a like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. What is easy? What can I automate? Aldi. If you have an Aldi in your area, this time of year, they have got like the most beautiful box of individually wrapped chocolate truffles and cheese platters that are so inexpensive, but gorgeous and like gourmet. And so I just go pick up that. I get like a 12 pack of LaCroix and some bottled water, and they just feel totally treated, right? And I put the little truffles out on gold plates. It takes me 10 seconds and I Instacart the groceries. Okay. So make it special, make it inviting, make it something that they would be thrilled to invite their friends to, right? You be the hostess, offer a secret hostess incentive, and then get the bookings from those bookings. Okay, the next thing that I would do is I would reach out to anybody that I personally know that either owns a business or manages a business, specifically like an office atmosphere. Okay. And I would reach out to them and I would say, hey, when's the last time you treated your sales force, your office crew, your assistants? Like, when is the last time? You guys, sadly, they're probably going to say, what do you mean treated? Like, I don't like what? Because they probably never have. You say, okay, well, I'm about to make you look like the boss of the year. When can I come in over the lunch hour and offer little refresher sessions for your office crew? Here's what it'll be. They can come into the break room, or I can even come around to their desks if they want. I'll do hand treatments on them. You guys, you can put the Indulge Soothing Eye Gel right over top of makeup and it will not mess anything up. I'm going to offer them refreshing eye treatments, hand treatments. Here's the other thing you can do. Bring a bottle of the nourishing oil and get your facial massage tool. Put a few drops of the oil on the facial massage tool and let them use it on their neck right here. And the smell of that oil, you guys, on that massager, oh my gosh, let them use it all over. And then you're going to take our brush cleaner, which is an alcohol base, and it disinfects. You're going to spray it all over that massage head, wipe it down really good. And then you're going to go on to the next person and let them do it while you're massaging their hands and doing satin hands on them. Okay. Or you can allow them to do it to themselves. We don't have to do it to each other, but you know what I mean. Ask anybody that you know. It takes 30 minutes. I'll come in, I can do 10 people in 30 minutes time. And you guys, then you're going to have a basket full of beauty bags, is what I call them, or facials in a bag, sample packs, whatever. And you're going to say, I also have these sample packs, and they are full of all of our skincare and skincare supplements. And I'd love to send one home with you today, and then get your name and number. And I'll set up a time where I can kind of over the phone walk you through how to use the products. But you get to use it today, or you get to take it with you today. There's 22 samples in there, or however many you've got, and a gift card for $10. So when we chat over the phone and I walk you through how to use the products, you can redeem your $10 then. Who's not going to take the beauty bag? Everybody's going to take the beauty bag, right? Duh. Just have them ready to go, have them beautiful, like, oh, and here's my gift for you. And then like really talk the boss up. Like Roger organized all this for you guys today. So he really, you know what I mean? Like make him look like the star. He's going to have you come back every single holiday to do that, right? Okay. So that's what I would do. Then I would reach out to my kids' schools and ask them the same thing. So where we go to school, the teachers, the last Friday before Christmas break, they get out at noon. And then from like noon to 2, parents have brought in snacks and stuff, for the teachers to kind of, I don't know what they do. Probably all get together and cry. No, I'm just kidding. Eat snacks and, talk and hang out before the day is out. Right. And so I'm going to offer to my principal, let me come in and rub on the teachers and do satin hands and let them do satin lips, and give them beauty bags, right? Like a gift for them that makes the principal look great, but also builds and promotes my business, right? And I promise you, when you do this, you're going to have 5 to 6 people say, do you have any of these satin hands in stock? I would love to get one of those for my mother-in-law, or I still need teacher gifts. Do you have these in stock? And you will sell some that way as well. Then reach out to your hair salon owner. You guys, I've been with my hair salon for years and with my girl for years. If I said, Sarah, let me come in the week before Christmas, and while the girls in the salon are having their color, whatever, like their color sits and they've got the foils on their head, let me come around and do satin hands on everybody. Let me treat everybody. It costs you nothing. It costs them nothing. And I will even have like gifts for them if they want. And it would be the beauty bag then. Okay. So anybody that you know that owns or manages a business, and then your kids' schools, and then hair salon owners. Okay. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, or what I would do, is next week, the beginning of the week, I would start reaching out to everybody in my customer base, if at all possible, through a phone call. Now, I know with this high-techy world that we live in, some of your customers you may only approach on Facebook or whatever. In that case, you're going to try and do a voice message. Does that make sense? Like through Messenger. And you're going to say something like, let's say I'm talking to my customer, Julie. I'm going to say, Julie, Merry Christmas, either on a voicemail, or if she picks up, Julie, Merry Christmas. I want to personally thank you so much for being a part of my business this year and supporting my business this year. You were and are a huge blessing to me and my family. And I just appreciate your support so much. Is there any last minute things I can do to help your Christmas season move smoothly? And so she's probably gonna be like, oh my gosh, you're so sweet. No, I think we got everything settled. And I'm like, okay, awesome. You got your stocking stuffers for all your nieces. You've got gifts for the teachers. You've got a new holiday look for your family photo. You've got your Christmas Eve or a New Year's Eve look. Like, there's nothing I can do for you. She's like, well, Roger's actually having a Christmas party this year and they haven't done it in 2 years. I would like to have a new look for the Christmas party. I'm like, okay, awesome. I've got my date book right here. What's your schedule like? I'm going to get that on the date book, right? And if she says, why don't you come over Saturday afternoon? I'm like, okay, do you know any of Roger's coworkers or their wives? Would they want to come too? And we could just do a glam party and then you could get all your stuff for free. And she's like, you know what? I do know a few of them. So turn that into something advantageous for her and for you, right? So once again, what I would say is, hey, Julie, Merry Christmas. I want to personally thank you for your business this year. Thank you so much for your support. You were and are a blessing to me and my family. Is there any last minute things I can do to help your Christmas season move more smoothly? Stocking stuffers for nieces, gifts for teachers, a holiday look for your Christmas party, New Year's look, What can I do to help you move things more smoothly? Do you know I gift wrap and I hand deliver? Like, what can I do to make things run more smoothly for you? Right. And they are going to love you. Okay. And here's the thing. Maybe they really, truly do have everything taken care of. They don't need any help with Christmas. But here's what the deal is. They're going to appreciate you making a personal effort to reach out to them and thank them for their business. And they're going to think of you when they have Christmas gifts to buy next year, or Valentine's Day gifts, or whatever, right? They're going to appreciate the offer. Okay. So there are a million ideas I could give you guys today. But ultimately, what I want you to know is that this retail world is booming right now. And especially right now. And there's no reason that we can't have a small slice of that pie, right? Or a huge slice of that pie. You've just got to get creative, think outside of the box, and for God's sake, just open your mouth and offer, right? Like, don't allow yourself to believe the small thinking lies that are in your head that people are too busy to take part of your business this year, because they're not. They're giving their money to other businesses. Why would they not give it to you, right? Sweet customer service above and beyond you. Why would they not give it to you? Right? So I want you guys to make as much money as you can over the next couple of weeks. And I want you to bless as many women as you can with this product and this experience as you can over the next 2 weeks, and just have a great time. Have a fun next 2 weeks leading up to Christmas. And I know that you will do amazing things. Okay.
Oh my gosh. That was amazing. So many things that I think we all need to hear and just think a little bit outside the box. Because I think no matter where you are in your business, sometimes, I don't know, I always say I get brain dumb sometimes. Like I just get, I'm like, I know I'm overthinking things. I'm just not, I stop and go back to basics and think ahead of the game and not behind the game. So does anybody have any questions real quickly for Amanda, or anything you want to say to affirm Amanda? Because this was phenomenal. Oh, Janae, that's so nice. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I see in the chat.
Yes. Yes.
Good.
Okay. Cause that's what we want with these lunch and learns, is to power you and kind of give you we have our meetings usually at the beginning of the week. And I love these lunch and learns because you listen and save them and rewatch them. And you can take these same ideas and use any time of the year. And I just love you so much for being so go give and just being willing to take your time and pour into it, because this literally goes everywhere. I post it everywhere. I don't know where it's all going, but I know it's going. So
thank you for asking me.
Yeah, these are great. These are amazing. And so I hope you all have a terrific Thursday. Rock out. Like she said, the next 2 weeks, we have no excuses. Double December, be powerful and make magic happen. Awesome. You all have an amazing afternoon. Bye, girls.
Bye, guys.